Alright, I'm going to show y'all how I make these little cabbage rose looking roses. These are the few that I did yesterday. And they're super simple, easy to do. This one I've already laid in the base shape of the rose. That's the first thing you have to do to actually get started. So what I'm doing now is just kind of brush mixing me a little light shade. I'm going to attempt kind of an orange looking rose. Let's do this direction. I may put a stem on it. And you want what I like to think of and call as a loose, broken circle. And I made up an orangey, peachy color by mixing some yellow and actually two different yellows and red, and then put a little bit of white to get my kind of mid-range value. That way I'll have the full strength and this medium color and then the full strength. So that's kind of what you want to do. Super simple, easy. Round brush is going to work best for this. Now in my little opening or my bowl, I want to just put a little of the full strength paint and kind of feather it out, because you're only putting the paint just on the tip of the brush. So when you feather it out, it's going to kind of blend, and you could do this with a side-loaded brush. To me, it's just easier if I do it with the brush, the paint right on the tip. And then on the opposite side of that, just put some of the pure white. And all that's going to do is kind of help hold your center there for you so that you don't cover it up. Now this one I had already started in a purple color. So what I'm going to do is show you how I create once I get this shape done, then I like to actually paint on my background. And I do this same brush, or I could, let me go up to the larger round brush because I did get one out. These are just inexpensive student grade brushes from Hobby Lobby. They come in a set. I think it's like 6 of, I don't remember how many different sizes and shapes. There's so many flats and so many rounds, but they're not the best brushes as far as artist brushes go. But for this kind of work and working on the rocks, and to not put so much wear and tear on my really good brushes, they are remarkably nice for that. I bought them when I taught a painting class where we watercolored on paper, and they were perfect for doing that with. And I'm not after anything that's solid. I want all those streaks and all that kind of randomness in the background, because I want it to have a very impressionistic look. Now I'm only putting the green just where I base coated the white initially on the rock. And I just I'm picking up like 3 different shades of green and a touch of yellow, and then just kind of modeling it all together. And that's it. That's all I'll do for the background. So I'll do the background of this one, let that part dry, and come back and we'll start the building of the rose.